My sleeves keep knocking over my Christmas trees. This is not a regular everyday occurrence for me, I have to say. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about board games and board gamey things. I am back again today with not only a little bit of holiday cheer in March, but I'm here with a pumped up Kickstarter. And today's pumped up Kickstarter is going to be on Holiday Hills from Chris Couch Games, who very kindly sponsored today's video. Now, a few things to note. Number one, I am in the recovery process of getting over the flu. So if I sound weird, that is why my voice is just coming back and I lose my voice and my breath a little bit when I talk now. So that's fun. A few other things to note about the actual game. So Holiday Hills is going to be coming to Kickstarter March 11th. This game, everything that you're going to see is a prototype, so anything is subject to change. It's pretty close to what it's going to look like, but they are going to be making some tweaks to it, and they do hope to fulfill the Kickstarter by Christmas. Of course, there's never any guarantees in the world of board gaming, Kickstarters, and all that stuff, but that is the goal. As per usual with my previous videos, I'm going to give you a little overview of the game to help you figure out whether or not this is a good fit for you. So without further ado, let's jingle all the way down to the table and learn more about the game. A game of Holiday Hills consists of one lap around the town board. It's a race to get back home, and the first players to make it all the way around the board will earn bonus cheer points. But the players who spend more time on the town board will have more opportunities to score cheer points through decorating and completing objectives. Push your sleigh around the town board, visiting your neighbors' homes and borrowing decorations to place in Jingle Bell Square, all while collecting and delivering dice presents. You will score cheer points at the end for how well you've decorated trees, delivered presents, and completed objective cards. The player who earns the most cheer points wins. But what does that mean? I'm glad that you asked. Let's take a closer look at how the game plays. Now, as per usual with my preview videos, this will be a general overview of the game and not an official how to play. I just want to give you a good idea of how it works to help you decide if it's a good fit for you. So with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to first direct you to the table so you can see the board in all of its glory. One thing that's going to be a little bit difficult to show on a top-down angle are the trees, so please just let me show you. Here, a Christmas tree. We have a holiday tree. You'll love to see it. Now, I am currently set up for a 3-player game, but I just kind of have everybody's supplies right here just for space's sake, for the sake of space. All right? Holiday Hills is going to be played over a series of rounds, and those rounds are consisting of turns, and on your turn you will always move and then take actions. Turns will then move clockwise until the end game condition is triggered. So let's start with that move action that we all must start with. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to choose your path. Before you push your sleigh, choose whether you will travel the top or the bottom path. So, once again, let's take a look at the board. This darker blue line up here is the top path, while the light blue down here is the bottom path. The top path has more dice presents available to collect, while the bottom path provides more opportunity to deliver your dice presents under trees, and we're going to talk about all of that very soon. Then, you will push your sleigh. So once you choose whether you want to go top or bottom, you will push your sleigh clockwise, moving as far along the street as you wish, but no further than the next cottage. So for starters, everybody's going to start at their own cottage. So pink player will start at the pink cottage, blue will start at blue, red will start at red. So you can choose to move as far as you like, stopping on one of these action spaces, but you can't move past another cottage. So if you end up At a cottage, you need to stop. So I couldn't go woo and just keep on ripping around. Okay, there are rules in Holiday Town, in Holiday Hills. There are rules. Finally, you're going to park your sleigh. You'll park your sleigh on an action space in front of a home in the area indicated with decorated icons. So here you'll see all of these different homes. Like I mentioned, these are the action spaces. So I might want to stop here, and that would be the action space in front of this yellow home. I will mention only one sleigh can be parked at an action space at a time, and if you catch up to another player while pushing your sleigh, you cannot stop at the same action space and must either stay behind them or pass them. Okay, so you have to make that choice. So just for example's sake, let me just show you a little movement example. I have decided I want to travel along the top path, and I'm gonna stop right here. I'm only going 2 spaces in front of this greenhouse, stopping right here on this action space, and we're gonna talk about the actions next, all right? Once you move, you will then take actions, starting with collecting and delivering dice presents. Now, like I mentioned before, the top row is going to have these collecting presents. The bottom row here, path, is going to have a lot of delivering presents, so that's what we're going to talk about right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the corresponding action for each dice present icon that you pass while pushing your sleigh. The icons that you will encounter are blue presents, green presents, red presents, and then the multicolor presents, which can be red, blue, or green, so any. Each icon indicates a dice color. You'll roll the number of dice equal to the number of icons you passed and add them to your sleigh with the pips faced upwards. So let's go back to that original example. Now I passed, and let's just pretend we moved here just for the example's sake. So I decided to move along the top path, and I have stopped here. I passed a blue present, so I would need a blue die, and an any, and maybe I want a red die. So I could pick another blue, I could pick a green, or I could pick a red. Then you're going to roll them like so, and then you're going to put them in your sleigh with those pips face up based on what I rolled. Your sleigh can hold up to 2 dice presents at a time, and if you pass over a dice icon with a full sleigh, you may choose to roll a new die present and exchange it or keep what's currently in your sleigh. There are also deliver icons, which are shown right down here with the little arrow. Take the number of die presents from your sleigh equal to the number of deliver icons you've passed and place the die in any available slot under a tree, like this. So if I had chosen to go along the bottom path and had moved here, and this is what I had in my sleigh, well, I might want to take one, because I only passed one, and put it under a tree. The dice presents are placed in one of the 4 available spaces under a tree and cannot move again once placed. A tree can have up to 4 dice presents under it at most. You can deliver dice presents under any tree in Jingle Bell Square as long as a spot is available. So I chose to put it underneath my tree, but I could have easily put it under blue or red or even one of these 2 random trees that are out here. And there's reasons why you might want to do that, which once again, we'll get to in a little bit. The next action is to decorate. Each home provides an action space, allowing you to decorate in Jingle Bell Square. When you park your sleigh, take the decorations shown on the action space from your inventory and add them to Jingle Bell Square. If we stopped here, that is telling us that we get to put up some of these string lights. We have candy canes, we have ornaments, we have string lights, and then we have trees. And this is actually how you're going to add new trees to the open plots. If there is a tree, you would add your tree to an open plot of your choice. Maybe I'd like to put one right here. And you'll add ornaments, candy canes, and string lights onto those trees. You will want to fill your trees while also adding decorations to other people's trees in order to complete objective cards. Each tree has 4 decoration spots available. All right, so you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a little ledge on the tree. So let me just show you, like this tree could hold 1, 2, I'm just showing you, you can have a little bit of everybody's stuff. 4. That would be considered full. And like I said, there are 3 types of decorations: ornament, candy canes, and string lights. And you can add any of your decoration to any player's tree as long as a spot is available on that tree. Ornaments and candy canes fill 1 spot, while string lights will fill 2 spots on adjacent trees. So if I wanted to put out my string lights, I would need to have 2 trees adjacent to each other in order to be able to do that. And they just kind of string in between like this. Now, I wouldn't be able to put it here or here because that's not allowed. They have to be adjacent, and you have to be able to, hang them between. String lights can only be added to trees that are next to each other orthogonally, up and down, left and right, and not diagonally. They won't reach, I promise. I already showed you. You can spin a tree while in a plot to open up a spot for you to decorate with string lights, but once a tree has string lights attached to it, the tree can no longer spin because you're going to mess up your lights. We all know how annoying it is to untangle Christmas lights. Nobody wants to do that, okay? So don't do that. Let me give you a full turn example so you can see exactly how all of this works in action, all right? Let's start with move. We're going to go wild here. We'll start here. I am deciding that I would like to move, and I'm going to go on the top row, and I'm going to go, I'm going to go right here to the string light. Now, I have a blue, and I might want to do a green die for the every die. We'll roll. We'll place them in our sleigh. We moved. We did our die. And now we are going to grab those string lights, and my only spot that I'd be able to put them right now is right here, so that's exactly where I'm going to put them. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about is visiting a cottage. These are the cottages. There's a yellow cottage, a blue cottage, a red cottage, and a pink cottage. That's my cottage. You must stop at a cottage before continuing on to the next street, and when you park your sleigh at a cottage, you will always deliver any dice presents currently in your sleigh. So let's just say I was ripping around here. Well, I have to stop at the yellow house. I can't go past, and I have to deliver my dice presents. So I might want to put them here under this pink tree. You will then select 1 objective card from the display and add it to your hand, keeping it hidden from other players. And I will mention that every player will start with 2 objective cards in hand at the beginning of the game. Finally, you will replace that chosen card with the top card from the deck. The game will end once all players have arrived back to their own cottage. You will then move on to final scoring. So just for the sake of making things look a little bit pretty, because we didn't really get that festive in our explanation, I'm going to decorate a couple trees. I'll be right back. That looks much better. It's so much more festive now. Trees are scored by the owner of the tree, indicated by the color of the star at the top of the tree. A tree can be both full and festive, scoring up to 18 cheer points if the requirements are met. A full tree consists of having 4 decorations attached to it regardless of the decoration color or who placed them. So as an example, this tree right here is a full tree. It has 4 decorations. This tree is full, that tree is full, and that tree is full. Just so you can see, 4 decorations. A festive tree consists of having 4 dice presents under a tree regardless of the dice colors and who placed them. So this tree is a festive tree. It has 4 presents. This one is also a festive tree because it has 4 presents. Players with the most decorations on a tree will earn cheer points for the highest value dice present, with subsequent players earning points for the next highest dice present in descending. Here is an example. Pink has 3 of the 4 decorations, so they have the most decorations. They would score 6 points because that is the die with the highest pip value. Next up would be blue, and they would score 4 because that is the next highest value. You will also score points for completed objective cards. So you'll take a look at the objective cards in your hand, and you are going to score accordingly. Then you're going to add up everyone's cheer points, and whichever player scored the most points wins. So the question is, who is this game for? This game is for my fellow festive holiday-loving friends. I love holiday games, and I know that there are a lot of people out there who also do and who feel that they wish that there were more holiday games. This is for fans of a little abstract strategy, objective-based tasks, dice placement, and puzzling. This is a really big optimization puzzle where you're trying not only to deco your own trees, but to grab a slice of the points from your fellow players' trees. Spread the joy as you would. I can see this game being a staple in your holiday gameplay lineup, and the rule set is really straightforward enough that your whole family can enjoy it. There's also a lot more to this game than it first appears, because in addition to the standard play, which is what I just went over, Holiday Hills also offers a variety of game modes like Naughty Mode, 2-player mode, 5-player variants, Skill Tree, Mini Expansion, there's a Wreath Edition, there are special action tiles and path action tokens, there's also a Young Player mode and more, giving the game so many options to change and keep your plays feeling fresh. But my friends, that is a little bit about Holiday Hills. And like I mentioned, the goal is to have this fulfilled by the holiday season. So if this seems like something that you might want to add to your collection to play in the upcoming holidays, then look no further. I'm going to have all of the links, everything you need to know will be in the description below. So make sure that you click on those if this sounds like it could be a good fit for you. But that's everything that I have for today. Now, if you're interested in buying board games, remember this one, we're going to go to Kickstarter. But other games that are currently out, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. For us, that's the Boardroom Game Cafe. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. And now, I say goodbye. Goodbye! Which is what we're talking about right now. Whoa, trees everywhere. So just for example space, bleh, she's a bit of a turkey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go have a nap now. Okay. I'm gonna sleep until Christmas. That's what I wanna do.